So I've got a bit of an axe to grind with the crossbench. Um, First of all, same job, same pay. That bill was delayed and it was split thanks to the crossbench. So they didn't want to pass everything, they wanted to split it up into different bits. Um, so, as reported in the ABC, the federal government's attempt to make a raft of major changes to industrial relations laws this year looks set to fail after some of the crossbench secured support for a different approach. A shitty approach where you don't do all the good things. So, we finally got the wage theft, as of January 1st this year, 2025. Um, Yeah, same job, same pay. A few months ago, there were some mining groups that bumped up their pay like 60% because they were hired with dodgy labor hire. Anyway, this is one of the effects of having a crossbench in the Senate. Isn't it wonderful? It's fucking crossbench. So there's a push for independence at the moment. There's a real fucking majors. People look back on the last like 50 years ago. Why haven't things changed? And it's like, yeah, because most of the time you keep fucking getting the liberals in. You know, the people who are like, let's kill Medicare. You keep getting those fuckers back in. No wonder shit doesn't change. Anyway, they're blaming Labour at the moment. The Labour's currently in, and they're the same. So I hate it because what if instead of having a party that represents a bunch of your ideas, even the Greens are a party and you kind of know what they're about, yeah? Whereas independence, it's like, fuck, everyone's different. You might be all for workers' rights, but a little bit racist, you know? And then Labor's trying to pass some bill, and it also includes something about don't be racist, and they're like, oh, I don't know about that. It's like, fucking really? So there's a few different independence groups. These ones are the Regional Voices Fund. So, they're trying to get some national seats, good for them, right? Um, and Climate 200, they're running some independents in Queensland in this election. Um, and this is something that's a real bee in my bonnet. So they made a lot of political donate. Climate 200 made a lot of political donations. They donated a lot of money, and it's basically run by millionaires, right? So very wealthy people donating bigly into these independents. If you have a look at this, Allegra Spender, she got the most at about 2 million, right? 2.1 million. And then what's this? Monique Ryan, also 2.1 million. And what's this? Yeah, so she got 750,000 straight from the Climate 200 group. And she raised 1.84 million from more than 3,700 donors. All right, cool. But so over 2 million, over 2 million. Zoe Daniel, 1.6 million. Kylie Tink, 1.38 million. Sophia Scamps, 1.22 million. And Kate Cheney, 973,000. Right? Bunch of these people, right? And I don't know what Pocock's going on for him. Yeah, he will disclose the full details of his donations at the same time as the major political parties in February next year. Yeah, so well, what do they think about donation reform? Senator Pocock and Climate 200 have advocated for donation reform to reveal contributions in real time instead of many months after an election. Cool. Hey, look, Labor reveals plans for election funding overhaul with caps on donations and campaign spending. That that would Trump-proof Australia, you know? You wouldn't be able to just fucking buy an election, right? $800,000 cap for candidates, $600,000 cap for donors. Uh-oh. That would cut into some of those some of these numbers, right? Yeah? Some of these numbers, it would cut into them. Maybe they wouldn't be able to oust a Liberal or a Labour candidate then if they had the same spending cap because they wouldn't have the brand recognition behind them because no one knows what they fucking stand for. And yeah, so yeah, I went into it before the same job, same pay got like split up and was maybe going to fail, and it's been massively valuable for thousands and thousands of Australian workers who are getting fucked on shitty labour hire contracts. Anyway, this bill had the coalition's in principle support, and it was going to do all this stuff that would just, it would just cut off the ability for any campaign to just spend and spend and spend, right? $90 million nationwide, you know, 800,000 cap for candidates and $600,000 cap for donors coming in. Ah, 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 ah. It's incredible, right? That's like really good. It also includes things like I think it would have the real-time donation. Here it is. Reveal their founders roughly 2 weeks ahead after the end of calendar month. So this would be incredible, right? The changes, which would not apply until after the next election, would require candidates and parties to reveal their funders roughly 2 weeks after the end of a calendar month. Incredible. Um, and then it would quicken to weekly once an election campaign begins, accelerating to a daily publication during the 7 days leading up to polling day and for the 7 days after that date to prevent candidates backloading payment. Oh my God, is that incredible? So I think this is a really good bit of reform that Labor put forward. Oh no, what's this advertisement? Yeah, this is titled Teal Outrage Over Labour's Political Donations Cap Plan. Basically, they started saying it's a two-party system. It's a major party stitch-up. So, the Independents and the Greens came out and said, nah, this is bad, actually. This is bad. Capping political donations and election spending is bad because it will entrench the two-party system. That's their opinion, um, and I think it's shit because they created this. They created this bullshit, and then the coalition pulled their support, and Labor went, well, I guess we're not going through with it then, because we don't have the crossbench or the coalition. So yeah, I think this is shitty of the independents to block it. Um, as it stands, there's a bunch of independents running, and I don't think they even care if there's an LNP government. They don't care if there's a coalition government. If I search for preference, Smith says her how to vote card won't direct her supporters how to preference and would not say which party she would back in case of a minority government or on what basis. So, just FYI, an independent is not pro-Labor or pro-Liberal, I guess. Who knows what they believe in? They're backed by a bunch of money. They've resisted reforms to prevent election spending. Um, I don't really trust independents. I don't know what they stand for, and I don't appreciate what they've done so far in Parliament. Um, they've delayed things, they've split up bills, they've put really good reforms on the back burner and delayed it for months. And yeah, so for me, when Labor puts forward policy and I like it, I vote for that. Um, Liberals haven't put forward much policy, but I guess if you're a boss who wants to get tax deductions for golf, you can vote Liberal. Um, Independence, I guess it feels good to be quirky. Is that it? Yeah, good luck with that.